Welcome to the Double Coverage Playbook Podcast. Two women giving you the playbook on sports and relationships. We are your hosts. I'm Jamie.
And I am Felicia. If you're watching tonight, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share tonight's episode because this is a very special episode.
That indeed.
Because for the first time, we are not going to cover any major league sports tonight. We are only going to cover youth
Sports.
sports, okay? And specifically, a very amazing youth football platform. So, without any further ado, I will introduce our special guest tonight. He is a true game changer in the world of youth sports. He's the visionary behind Born to Compete, the largest youth sports media company in the Southeast, a platform that's given thousands of young athletes the spotlight that they deserve. From building a youth sports empire to being a voice for the community on TV and radio, he's dedicated his career to inspiring the next generation of athletes. Let's all welcome Alex Benson. Hey, Alex.
Hey,
Hey, what's going
Alex.
on, y'all? Hey, what's going on?
What's
Now, if you see
up?
me, this is just water that I'm drinking. A little bit under the weather,
Okay.
so trying to make sure I stay hydrated. But yes, very happy to be on here with you guys. Thank you so much for having me on here.
Thank you. This is
Thank
a
you.
long time coming. How long have we been trying to do
Absolutely.
this? For like
About
a
a
For
year.
year?
for for a while,
For
for a
a
while, for a while. But that's
long
okay though.
while.
That's okay. Look, man, y'all are well worth the wait. And thank you
Aw,
so much. Thank you so much
Oh,
for having me on.
thank you.
all right. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Okay. So let's get started. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
What inspired you to create Born to Compete? And what was your vision when you first started?
Yeah, well, when I first started, we just graduated, man, and just trying to figure it out. Just trying to, I guess, make some money, right, in life, right.
Mm,
And then, one day, lo and behold, I have a son on the way, and so that motivation kicks up to a higher notch. And so, and I'm gonna skip a couple of steps here, but as we started growing the company and everything like that, and started getting it going, and noticed that there was a space in youth sports that needed somebody like us, needed a media company, needed somebody to cover them and do things the right way, because people were just having camps and taking these kids' money, taking these families' money,
wow.
which is, I get it, they have to feed their family. But it's not something that I wanted to be a part of. And so we kind of wanted
Mhm,
to come from an approach where it was going to be real, it was going to be authentic, and as you get going within these industries, you understand that whatever God has laid in front of you, that has become your path now. It's become your calling, your mission, and
mhm.
so that's kind of how I took it. I took it as my ministry, and thank goodness I was able to put my all into it, and from there we were able to grow. And now, it was almost 18 years later. Now, we're doing pretty well.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
Yeah,
congratulations.
thank you.
Wow.
So, looking back, did you ever imagine that Born to Compete would grow into what it is today?
Yes and no. So, looking back when we first started, we just started like as a video company. We just wanted to record
Mhm,
and just go from there, right? And then
mhm,
as time went on, here came the rankings, and here came the articles, and we turned to a true media company because we didn't understand what we were doing. We had no idea. And so, you know, at that moment, no, I couldn't see it. But when we got into it, then, like I said, God reveals everything in due time. And so for me, as we got into it, I could start to see the vision. I could start to see the things that I was blessed to see within my dreams and everything like that. And as things kind of unfolded for me, I knew this is where we were supposed to be. So in the beginning, no, but as time went on, yes.
okay. So, what were some of your toughest challenges that you faced as you were building the platform?
Mm. I think I think financially it was tough. Time wise, it was tough
Mhm,
because a lot of people don't. Well, a lot of people do know within our industry. I had to take Champ everywhere with me,
mm,
so
mhm.
every game I went to, everywhere I went to, Champ was there with me, right by my side, and so he essentially became what's known in our industry as a park baby. And so that's a kid that's always at the
Uh,
park, and everybody got a chance to know him because I went everywhere, and people would take care of Champ. while I'm
Oh.
recording the game or doing, whatever, trying to get this thing going. And this is really a company that grew because of Atlanta, because
Mm.
everybody was so great in helping me and along the way. And so I don't know, man. Like I said, that was pretty tough. That had its challenges. I think financially, of course, in the very beginning, those have its challenges because you're trying to figure out, okay, hey, how do I make this work? How do I make this a substantial business where we can create finances that can take care of staff, that can buy
Hmm.
airtime, that can do different things like that. And we were fortunate enough to do that when Gatorade came in. This is years and years ago.
Oh, wow.
Uh, so we were able to do that. And then I think the other thing too, which I don't really talk about too much, but I'll talk about it here. I think with your loved ones around you, because I
Mhm.
think with your loved ones, they want the best for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And so when they see you struggling, when they see different things like that, they're like, hey, it might be time to pivot. And
Mm.
just, I don't know what it was, what made me do it, but I stayed with it. And, everybody kind of enjoys life now. So I'll put it that way.
No,
Yeah.
that's good. I was going
Yeah.
to ask you that. Did you have any self doubt throughout the
Yeah.
process?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you were
Yeah. I did.
growing.
Yeah, I did. There was one time where I remember I was very close to folding the tent.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
it was around the Frank Ski Bowl, so that would have to be around December. And I just remember thinking, like, man, this is getting tough. I got to feed this
Mhm.
kid. Um, his mom was always fantastic. She always doing her thing. She was always supportive the best she could be. But at my part, I need to do my part. And be a good father and provide.
Mm.
And so I'll never forget. I was about to close shop, and I said to myself, after the Youth Bowl, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. And in January, I'll get a job and just start something new.
Mm.
And I'll never forget. I wake up, and this is early December, probably early December, right around Thanksgiving, somewhere around there. And I wake up, and I got, like, I don't know, maybe like 100 missed calls, 50 something
Mm.
text messages, and I'm like, yo, what is going on? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Mhm.
And I'll never forget. I checked my phone. My homeboy Tia, he does Atlantic Greek Picnic, and he
Mm.
hits me. Yo, I heard your commercial on air. I'm like, what are you talking about? You heard my commercial on air? Like, I'm broke.
Oh,
You
wow.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Commercial.
what we really talking about right now? And
Right.
so I mean, it was just an intertwined. I guess it was meant to be because I turned on the
Hmm.
radio at that particular time, and lo and behold, there goes my commercial. And Frank Ski, who I was on the air with, he had made a commercial for me.
Oh,
And
wow.
at that time, people have to understand the Frank Ski Bowl or Frank Ski was getting
Hmm.
1 million listeners a day
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
that was
back in those
huge.
Yeah.
days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he did that for me, man. It ran for 2 weeks. And
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Shout
and
out to Frank Ski.
yeah, he didn't charge me anything.
Oh,
Oh
Um,
wow.
wow.
Yeah, he
That
just
was a
and
Yeah.
blessing.
it was a blessing, and all I had to
Mhm.
do was just come on air and talk youth football, and I did that, and all of a sudden, boom, things just started growing and growing and growing from there.
That's
Okay.
what's up.
Well, beyond that, what has
Mhm.
been one of the most memorable athlete stories you've covered through Born to Compete?
Mm, I mean, we can talk about Ant Man, we can talk about Trevor and all those guys that have gone on to become some amazing players. A player I want to talk about is a kid. You know what? I got one. Zach Calzada.
Mm.
Zach Calzada, he's at where's Zach at now? Kentucky. And so Zach might have been about 5'5", going into ninth grade. He was so small.
Wow.
Oh
Bless his
Wow.
heart, he was so small.
Wow.
And just had the best parents ever, great attitude, and he worked so hard. And he was a kid that, man, I could see it. I was still younger in my processing game on how to identify talent. So he
Mm.
had the
mhm,
talent, and I knew he would grow. I just didn't know when. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
mhm,
Yeah.
And Man, bless that kid's heart, man. He finally grew in high school. He's about 6'3", 6'4" now.
Okay.
Became an All American as a high school senior. Played at Texas A&M. I think they had the big victory over. I think it was Alabama or Florida State. I can't remember. They had, I was Alabama. Had a big victory over
Mhm.
Alabama. And he's done well as he's been in college, and those I think are the stories that I remember because those are the kids that we kept believing in no matter what, trying to keep inspiring them, and they went on to go do big things when that didn't look like the road for them. But
Hmm.
their
Mhm.
work ethic and the people that believed in them and their circle and everything worked the right way and boom, magic happens. So those are stories that I like. There's a kid right now, recently I did an interview with at the station, Greg Hart. Greg Hart was a backup from youth football. He was my son's backup. He was a backup the
Wow.
entire time, all the way through youth football.
Mm.
Um, and from whenever I met him, from 9 years old, when he started playing football through his sophomore year, he was always a backup. And then this year, he's finally got his chance to start at Parkview. And he's doing such a fantastic job, man, and making that team a better team. And, those are stories that I remember. You know what I'm saying? Those stories that mean a lot to me
Mhm.
because, again, we talk about Trayvon Walker. We talk about Trevor Lawrence, Ant-Man, and the Downs brother,
The
Josh and
big.
Caleb Downs. We can talk about those, but
Yeah.
truthfully, be honest with you, like what they are when you see them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm.
I,
Yeah.
I love the stories where somebody had to grind it out and become
Hmm.
special. I mean, even Justin Fields, Justin wasn't, oh man, Justin played fullback when he was younger.
Really? A
Yes,
fullback.
he played fullback at Cascade. Then he
Wow.
goes over to Harrison's feeder program playing quarterback and has ups and downs and all that kind of stuff. And
Hmm.
I mean, you talking about work so hard.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
yes, he had a growth spurt, all that kind of stuff that helped. But I mean, just the hardest worker in the room, man. And then once it finally, things aligned, it took off
Mhm.
for him. So, those are stories that I just thoroughly enjoy.
Okay, wait a minute now. So you said Ant-Man.
Hmm.
Right.
So
Let's
Ant-Man
touch
Yeah,
on
played
that.
football? Like,
yeah,
rewind it back for me. I didn't know that.
He
yeah,
did.
Ant played football. Ant won a whole bunch of
Oh.
awards for us
Hmm.
when he was
Oh.
younger. Hmm.
He
And
was pretty good too.
oh, Ant was a real deal.
Yeah.
What
Ant
It's
position?
almost like he played better in
play,
football, seemed like than
What position?
basketball.
yo, if Ant would have stayed with football, Ant would have been a draft pick at receiver.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, he
receiver.
he
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Yeah, he,
was a
he was
big
that good. Now,
receiver.
when he was younger, of course, he played running back because biggest, fastest,
Defensive
strongest thing
side.
out there.
Yeah.
So you give him the ball. But Ant, man, Ant was an amazing kid. And I remember when his loved ones, passed away,
Mhm.
and a couple of shifts happened, and here's it's one of the best stories ever. So we're at North Atlanta High School, and he's doing,
Mhm.
I think, like an all-star game. Something's going on. I can't remember, but some kind of
Mhm.
basketball event, and we're about to do a trip to UGA
Mm.
for football. And I'm hearing Ant might not play basketball no more. So
Mm.
I'm sitting there with the organizer and different things like that, and Ant got these skinny jeans on. I'll never forget. He got these skinny jeans on. And he like, look, Alex. And he jumps up, takes the ball through his legs with skinny jeans on, like not a
Wow.
running start. Jumps
Oh.
up, takes the ball through his leg, dunk it. Boom. I said, you
Wow.
know what, guys?
Right. You might want to
I don't
reevaluate this
think, yeah,
thing.
I don't think we need to tell him about the whole UGA football thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now he still went. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But like we knew right then, it was like, yo, man, he's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But I mean, in high school, excuse me, in middle school, he was a good basketball player.
Mhm.
He was solid, but he's one of those that just kept getting better and better and better and better. It's like every
Wow.
time you saw him, he just got better. That's what you see right now. If you
Yeah.
look at it,
Mhm.
last year, obviously his 3-point shooting improved.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
he's gonna get a good balance as time goes on because Anna is just he's
Yeah.
relentless, man. He's
He
relentless.
is.
So yeah, that's the story about Ant Man.
Okay, then that's a good
Yeah.
backstory because I had no idea he played football.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No
play with
idea at all.
Atlanta Vikings.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So here's the next question. Do you think that NIL is going to trickle its way down to youth sports?
If it does, that's good for the families
Yeah.
and the parents, because I'm a firm believer in, um, you only got so many bites at the apple to make a certain type of money. And
Mhm.
I never understood why people have such a bad thing as far as these athletes getting paid. You know,
Right.
Mhm.
yes, would you like more structure to it? Well,
Yeah.
yes, but that's a conversation for a different day. My
Mhm.
conversation is concerning these athletes getting paid. And if it's there, right? If
Mhm.
it's there and they're able to do it within the organization, if a Wheaties wants to come in, I don't know if they do it no more, but Wheaties
Right.
want to put a kid on, they want to put a kid on the front of a cereal box, and they want to pay a kid for it, by all means, do it. You
Yeah.
know, eh, because it's no different than a child actor.
Right.
Right.
Everybody's talking about that all this money is not good for a kid. Man,
Mhm.
please.
Yeah, right.
like,
Right.
You're right.
like they can miss me with that one. So I don't know if it will, because you're talking about a lot of people that it has to go through, right? So you're talking about
Mhm.
going from professional to college to high school
Mhm.
and then
Mhm.
down to the youth level. For it to
Mhm.
make it down that far is pretty tough. But there is going to be somebody out there that will be the
Oh,
outlier,
of
and
course.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
yeah, and it will happen. I've seen a couple of them. I remember when I first started, there was this guy called, or this kid called the Workout Kid,
Mm.
and he traveled the country doing these workouts and everything like this. It was
Mm.
like a P90X for kids, and I think he did okay for himself. And then
Mm.
there was another kid that became super popular on social media, and he was doing
Mhm.
his thing. So it's there to happen as long as social media exists, because
Mhm.
companies will always try to get their product out in front of people.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
so, if a kid and a family can benefit from it and make, hey, a couple of 100,000, or, some millions,
Mhm.
then
Why
by
not?
all means, please do it.
Right.
Please do it.
Let it
Yeah.
ride. I think it'd be nice though.
I think so
Mhm.
too.
I think it'd be cute.
Yeah.
Like, aw. Aw.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
man, it'd be good for those people.
So I'm gonna piggyback off the self-doubt question that I asked you
Hmm.
earlier. So
Hmm.
was there ever a moment that you ever thought about quitting,
Hmm.
and what kept you walking in the right direction moving forward?
Yeah. Yeah, man. So a couple of things, right? That story I told you about where, Frank put the commercial on there. So I think it was a couple of things. I think that, um, I think God has to get you to a point where you understand that it's Him, and that's
Mhm.
for me. That's not. I'm not putting my religious beliefs on anybody else, but for me, I think He had to make sure I understood that, He was the guy in charge. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, and I think also for me it was just, um, a relentless will to want to be exceptional.
Mhm.
Right.
Um, Everybody has their own ego, right? And there's certain things, when maybe you get dressed in the morning, you're like, "Hey, man, I look great," or you in the gym and you're looking at your gains or whatever,
Mm.
And for me, I'm no different. I want to look in the mirror and say, "Hey, I'm the best in my industry," and I know I am, because here's what I've done, and here's where you can check me
Right.
off at.
Right.
And I took it seriously. And so, that was a motivator. Being a father was a motivator, because you get to a certain point where you work your tail off, and you want people around you to enjoy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
I think Jay-Z said a line. He said, "I might never enjoy it, but my kids will."
Right.
and and I'm totally okay with that as being a father. So I love that my son gets to enjoy and live life kind of how he sees fit, and my loved ones get to live life how they see fit. And but at the same time, um, it motivates me too to make sure that the people that we serve, um, are treated the best. There's a reason at my football events, at my, let's say, All American game, All Star game. Y'all would call it All Star game. It's all good. There's a reason we take them on the college visits and stuff like that, because I want to see you get offers. I
Okay.
want you to know,
Mhm.
hey, when you deal with me, this is different. I'm not playing around. I'm a parent, so
Right.
I understand what these parents think. If you're spending whatever X amount of dollars with us, hey, what's my return on this, Alex? And I'm
Mhm.
showing you, hey, here's your
Mhm.
return. Here's what happens. Now, I can't promise you anything, but I can promise to put you in position. And when I put you in
Uh-huh.
position,
Mhm.
now you got to handle the rest.
Yep.
So, um, those are things that I am so proud of. Those are things that motivate me, have kept me motivated. When you hear about, when you look on TV and you hear the Caleb Downs, let's say Juan Gatson at Georgia right now, the big
Mhm.
lineman. When you hear
Yeah.
those names, they talk about B2C Player of the Year and all that kind of stuff. That's a sense of
Mhm.
pride. That's a sense of pride
Oh.
because that's things that we have worked at. We've seen those young men since they were, I don't know, 6 years old or whatever,
Mhm.
and they've gone on to be pretty special.
Mm. Okay, so speaking of, you are a proud quarterback dad. Tell
I
us a little bit
am.
about Caden, or Champ
Yes,
as you call him.
yes,
Tell us a little bit
yes.
about him, and how does that work for you, considering that you have this sports media platform and your son's a quarterback? Like, do you feel like you want to feature him more,
Mm, mm.
or how do you balance that?
Man, you know, I love it. I love it. There is nothing better than to be a father, in my eyes, um, and to be his father. I absolutely love it because he believes what I believe in is hard work. The coach that he's been very fortunate to play for right now, Coach Dixon, believes in a hard work. Talking about, Coach Dixon was an undersized lineman playing at West Georgia.
Mm.
And the only way you can get your respect is you work hard and you have to outwork somebody because nine times
Mhm.
out of 10, you won't out talent somebody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so Caden, he's the same way. And uh, when he was given the reins at Creekside, and well, I remember we had some injuries early, and we took that whooping from DeSoto earlier in the year last year. It got
Mm.
bad, and
Mm.
to see him and his teammates bounce back, oh my goodness, I was
Mhm.
so proud of him. And then to see him get all those awards last year,
Mm.
super proud of him because it's as a parent, you know what your kid can do,
Mhm.
um, but to see them do it, it fills you with joy because it's like I knew you could. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
knew you could do this. Just keep at it. And then the awards is just something I'm happy. I'm happy to sit back and see him do his thing and be
Okay.
appreciated for what he's accomplished. Um, and this year obviously, he just got named a 3-star,
Okay.
which yeah makes him, considered as one of the better players in the country. And even with that, we were riding the car last night, and I didn't know if he already knew. And
Mhm.
so I kind of like, hey, you checked 24/7 yet? And he was like, no, no, I didn't check it. And then he checked it, and then to see this big, huge smile on his face.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, man. I don't care if he's 17. I don't care. I look at him
Right.
and I still see the kid that came up to me and saying, Dad, let's wrestle. And so in that moment, right?
Aw.
Within that moment, you see that smile and you see that kid, right? And it's like,
Mhm.
oh my goodness, I'm loving this, and
Mhm.
I had to kind of get control of myself. I was like, oh my goodness, I get
Oh.
emotional, I'm tripping, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you were. You
But
were.
It's
yeah, yeah,
okay.
but yeah, and then as far as featuring him, I have probably been a little bit harder on him,
Mm.
because I never wanted him to be ridiculed or people give him a hard time because he was my son.
Mhm.
And I think because of him is kind of part of what made Born to Compete special because I tried to go above and beyond for everybody else because I wanted them to understand I respect their child, I respect their talent.
Mhm.
Now, make sure you please respect my son and everything like
Right.
that. And the class 2026 here in the state of Georgia have been great, man. It's just all one big family. We all
Aw.
know each other and everything like that. I've all taken them all on college trips, all kind of stuff like that. A lot of them, a lot of them on college trips, and it's just been a great thing. So when it became his time, he earned it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He absolutely
Okay.
earned it on the field. And I will say though, even at the station, I used to ask, say, "You want to come in and do an interview with me?" He was like, "No,
Mhm.
no, no, I don't want to do it."
No,
No,
because
well,
I'm waiting for that one. I'm waiting for that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
That would
I
be
yeah.
think everybody is
exclusive.
waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to earn it on his own,
Mm.
and now he's had different interviews by different companies and different things like that, and so now it happened a little while ago. I was kind
Oh,
of
it
sitting
did.
and just chopping it up with. I was like, you think maybe we can do that interview now? He's like, what,
Mm-hmm.
Dad? Yeah, we can do it. So
Oh.
eventually that will be coming up soon. When his next bye week comes up, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, tell Champ that we need a quarterback at Auburn
Yeah.
for the future, foreseeable
Yes.
future. So if he would like to pursue that,
hmm
we
hmm
would not be upset with that.
Yeah.
Right, Jamie?
Hey, man,
Right.
we
Yeah,
got
we
We
yeah.
need one.
Can you put that in his ear, please? Thank
I shall. We gotta tell Auburn, see if they come knocking. If they come knocking, then
you.
let them know
Free.
we're available.
You hear it,
Yeah,
right?
I know,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Seriously.
yeah.
So outside of Born to Compete, what is
Mhm.
a fun fact that you would like to share that people don't know about you?
Oh man. I mean, I think everybody sees my fitness journey. I try to stay. The fitness thing is really just about staying healthy, keep it real, which is it's not about anything
Mhm.
else as far as looks and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I guess it comes with it if you want it, if that's what you want. But so the fitness journey, I mean, everybody knows that. Let's see, what would they know? I mean, I think everybody sees that I try to be a dedicated parent. Um, I mean, I think with music, I'm very I have my gospel music in the morning. I have to
Okay.
have it. Uh, and then I do like country music. I mean, that's
What?
the way I grew up.
What?
Yeah, man. My mom played piano in the church. First off, you know what
What?
I'm saying. And so she used to throw me in there, and I used to have to sing in the choir and all that kind of stuff. So
Shut up! You can
I
sing.
ain't lying to you. Hey,
Come on, hit a
man.
note for us.
Okay.
I shall not at this moment.
He said, I shall not at this moment.
At this moment, but
Well, who's your
yeah,
favorite artist then?
my favorite artist.
Like country artist.
Oh, country music.
Cut.
Yeah, who's your
Yeah.
favorite country
I
artist?
like more. I like Morgan right now. Morgan, my son, saying his name right. Morgan Waller.
Yeah.
I like him right
Good
now.
job.
Um. Oh man. If I'm talking about R&B, it'd probably be Maxwell.
Okay.
And if it's gospel, oh, what's her name? Is it Tasha Cobb
Yeah.
Oh, I
Leonard?
love some Tasha Cobb.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just something about boy when she sing that song, boy, bring your soul up out of your body, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
no, for me, I'm a big fan of music. I love it, and I love all types of music, even the new hip hop that we can't really
Right.
understand,
No.
but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like
What is it?
when
Gotta
when
I
wham.
know.
I know, right?
Whipping
When
in
you
a
work with
circles.
kids,
Right.
yeah, when you work with kids for a living, you gotta get in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
I'm talking about in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta get down real quick. You gotta be hit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes,
Mm.
yes, you do.
So do people treat you differently as Alex of Born to Compete versus just like Alex, my homeboy, Alex, my friend? Like, do people try to?
Um, I think that's really on the person, right?
Mm,
So, for me, um, everybody saw me grow up in Atlanta, and
mm,
so and I don't want to say grow up because I moved here, but
mm,
as far as starting a business, everybody saw me grow up doing the business, and I think that I don't think anybody treats me different. I just think it's a very healthy respect
mm-hmm,
because they saw me literally come from nothing, and then all of a sudden you see me, you know, as the company grew on TV and different things like that. And so I think it's just a respect of the grind. I
mm-hmm.
think that's what it really, really is. It's a respect of the grind, and they also know, hey man, if your kid is good enough, I'm going to put them on. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't abandoned nobody. I haven't. Everybody can still find me wherever they want to find me. I say, people talk crazy. I say, hey, you can pull up on me. I'll be at a park here. My schedule is public.
No,
No, I'm just saying my schedule is public, so it's like
pull up
uh,
on me.
pull up on me. But no, I think for me, I haven't had anybody treating me any different. But like I said, it's just a respect thing
Hmm.
wherever I go because they know the work that I put in. So I think that's the best way I like to answer that one.
Okay.
So the Born to Compete Gala has become one of the most anticipated events in youth sports.
Mm.
What inspired you to create it? And what does it mean to see kids celebrated on that kind of stage?
Man, I love it. It's my favorite event that I do. And so going back to Frank Ski used to have something called the wine tasting, Frank Ski wine tasting.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep. And he used to award these kids on trips to I know I'm messing it up, but just trip overseas to
Mhm.
go learn about something earthy. And
Yeah.
that was his thing. And I said, okay, cool. Frank got that going on. How do I take that and make my own thing out of this? You know,
Mhm.
like not necessarily copy his style, but take it and make my own. You know, that he will, because he's
Mhm.
a mentor of mine, that he will be
Right.
proud of, that he can look back and be like, okay, Alex, good job. And so at first we started doing the gala, and I remember my first time I had it, I had it at Park Tavern. I got the hookup. And I
Oh,
had it at
wow.
Park Tavern. I was able to rent the room for $500, you know?
Aw.
And yeah, yeah. And so we did down there, and that's when Chris Rodriguez, we gave Chris Rodriguez the
Mhm.
Offensive Player of the Year. And Chris obviously plays with the Redskins now. And Jameis McCullough, not Jameis, Jesus, Tank McCullough plays with the
Mm.
Rams. He got
Okay.
his award down there. And so, it was all that going on. And then we took another step after that. We went to
Mm.
this art place, and that's when me and Kirby first started talking and chopping it up.
Okay.
And I told him it was his first year. He just came in, and I
Mm.
was like, hey man, I met a couple people. We connected, and I was like, hey man, can you pull up? And
Mm.
he was like, yeah. I was like,
Mhm.
say less. And so
Okay,
he
Kirby.
pulled up, and for him doing that, I'll never forget it, because
Mhm.
that's how me and his relationship grew from there. Because he didn't have to do that. He did
Yeah, he
not have
didn't.
to do
Mhm.
it. And he, like, come on, man, talk to a room full of kids. Like,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
don't do nothing for him. But he still did it, and it was amazing. And from there, we went to this church, Impact Church, and it was
Mhm.
phenomenal. We did it there, and then from there, we went to the Hall of Fame, and from there, after that, we went to the Georgia Aquarium. And right now, I
Mhm.
think that's the biggest venue we can
Yeah.
find. And
Mhm.
plus, they're so amazing with us. But that's the biggest venue we can find right now, and we do a little bit over 1,000 people. Um,
Mhm.
and it's amazing. We have a lot of our players come back that are in the NFL. They come back and
That's good.
give the awards to the kids and all that kind of stuff.
Aw.
And what we want to do is just, you want to inspire them,
Mhm.
Mhm.
because it's two things, right? You want to celebrate and inspire them, because here's let's be real, right? 90% of these kids won't make it to the next level. Okay,
Mm.
so can I celebrate you in something so positive, in such a
Yeah.
way that you take this and this is going to be a core memory for you for life,
Mhm.
and you move on and you continue to do positive things as you go on to be a productive citizen in life.
That's
And then
true.
there's those 90%, there's those 10%, right, that are going to
Mhm.
go on to play college football and to do
Mhm.
big things within the football industry. And
Mhm.
you want to identify them and celebrate them as well. And so, to me, I think when you make the kids dress up, when you
Mhm.
have it at a place like the aquarium, for some of these kids, it's their first time ever
Mhm.
seeing daddy put on a suit. You know what I'm
Aw,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
yeah, real talk. And this is the first time they ever seen it. They seen daddy put on a suit, mama put on a nice little dress, and they getting dressed up and
Mhm.
looking good, matching together as a family.
Aw.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
they come out, man, and to see a room full of amazing, beautiful people with their kids celebrating them. And I tell them straight up, everybody is not going to walk out of here a winner, and that's
Mhm.
okay. But if you're in this room, you're considered one of the best. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
so there's something to be said about that. And hopefully, as a parent, you
Mhm.
can take that and do it at your will. But to me, that means something,
The
and
opportunity.
yeah, the
Mhm.
opportunity, and again, just to understand that, hey, just because life might have different views and circumstances for all different races and colors and different things like that. We can come together and celebrate the children for a night. We can come together and celebrate the volunteers for a night. And look, hey, it's all on me, so come on.
Right.
Pay your
Uh,
$30 to come on in, and
oh, that's all it is $30?
yeah, that we
Not
just get
bad.
that
That's not
tip the
bad at
balloon.
all.
Mm-hmm.
No, that just tips the Balula well. You know.
Tips the wheel, right? Floating
Yeah,
past.
but yeah, and that's the thing too, man. What people don't know is yes, the parents do pay to get in, but the kids
Mm.
get in for free. So that's about 500 kids get in for free,
Yeah, that's
and
amazing.
the coaches and the team moms get in for free. So we want to make sure everybody comes and everybody celebrates, and that's kind of like a big give back that we do to our state that we enjoy.
Okay. Well,
Mm,
your last question, okay?
sure.
And it ties into what you just said because you know so many players, you know
Mm,
so many coaches, so many people. And this is like a sports and relationship podcast. We do tie in like how sports brings us together and forms different relationships. So,
mm,
can you say or just give us one example of like one of the most memorable relationships that you've established through Born to Compete, like maybe with a
mm.
coach or a parent or a player,
Most memorable relationship.
like one
There's
that really
so
sticks out to you?
Yeah, man, there's so many.
Yeah.
I Man, this is a good one. This is a good one. It's a great question. Um, here's what I do enjoy about the relationship. I don't want to just pick one because we deal with enough of them that I don't want to isolate
Yeah.
and leave out anybody. But what I will say is that what makes me feel so good is no matter where the player is, no matter where the parent are in life, I can pick the
Mm.
phone up and give them a call.
Okay.
And that means a lot to me. Whether
Mhm.
you are a $300 million quarterback
Mm.
or you are, I think one just had his jersey retired. Whoever you are, whether
Mhm.
you're playing in the league or you're just working a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
can pick up the phone and call, and when you see me out somewhere, you recognize me. Hey, Alex, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That means the world to me because
Yeah.
for us, it's about I want to inspire you to become whatever it is you're supposed to be in a
Mhm.
positive way.
Mhm.
You know, you might see the guys in the NFL. If that's what you take from. That's your path. Cool. But if you
Mhm.
don't, then take a look at me. Hey, I finished out my football days are over with once college ended, and
Mhm.
I was able to turn this into something. You know, I've had plenty of people come up there and intern with me at the TV station.
Mhm.
Um, like all that means something to me. That I think that when whenever my time comes and I come to the pearly gates as that song says, then hopefully they say well done and they open up the doors for me. And
Mhm.
I can walk in proud, head up high.
Mhm.
That maybe I've had some ups and downs here and there, and of course this is like all of us. We make our
Yeah.
mistakes,
Yeah.
but at the same time I think my impact my impact will be felt for years and years to come. That Alex was a good dude. He cared about the kids
Mhm.
and he put them in the best position he could to see them achieve their goals.
Mhm.
And those are to me that those relationships are what matter the most to me.
Well
Oh, I
said.
agree.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, ready to have some fun now?
Yes. Let's
let's
segue
let's
to the
make it
fun
light.
stuff.
Right. Let's make it
Sure,
lighthearted. Let's have some
sure.
Yes.
No
fun now. We're gonna
problem. No
have
Yes.
problem. What you got? What you got?
some rapid fire fun questions, some silly stuff,
Okay.
some crazy stuff. All right.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
So I think I had the first one on here for you. I was like, start, bench, cut. All right.
Okay. All right. All right. What we got?
You got Jamar Chase,
Mm-hmm.
Malik Neighbors, AJ
Mm.
Brown.
I mean, of course we can't cut AJ. AJ helps us,
Right. That's
Okay.
the
So yeah, so AJ starts. Then I don't care. It doesn't even matter. I don't care what
right.
nobody
Okay.
says. AJ starts.
Fact.
Okay.
Then I would go Jamar. Then I would go Malik.
You gotta get I told you we are gonna cut Malik. I knew
See?
we
Yeah,
gotta cut him.
I
Yeah.
mean, like I can't go against AJ. Maybe AJ's doing
Now we're
our
gonna
player of the
keep
year
Yeah,
thing.
he doing
AJ.
he doing his thing
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You got one, Jamie?
Okay, so who is your NBA team?
Mm, go to state. Go to state.
Mm.
Really?
I do. I like Steph Curry, man. Steph Curry is my
Bandwagon, or
guy.
is it like
No, because he
since you were a
reminds me of my son.
kid?
He reminds me of my son. That's why.
Really?
So,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. So I love the story of Steph Curry and how he did his thing and all that kind of stuff. And Steph Curry, for all of his God-given ability and for his even uh growing up in a financially free family, I'll put it that way.
Mm.
Trying to achieve his dreams, he still had his
Mhm.
struggles. They didn't think
Yeah.
Steph Curry was
Mhm.
like that. They thought Steph Curry was too
Yeah.
small and all that kind of
Yeah, he
stuff. And
was small.
He
yeah, Steph
was.
went to
Yeah.
Davidson, did his thing, and I love his story. I really, really do. So yes, go to state.
Okay.
Golden State. All right, let me see. What's your dream vacation for all this hard work and success?
Oof, man, I ain't took it yet. So I want to go to Egypt. I really, really, really do.
Yeah,
Aha.
you've
Okay.
been there.
Yeah, I've been
I
to Egypt.
really do. Yeah, man. I'm a nerd at heart, man. I want to see the
Okay.
pyramids. I want to
Mm-hmm.
see the Valley of the Kings, all that kind of stuff. And to me, that'll be interesting. Now, I mean, I could say another different kind of vacation, all that kind of stuff, but we'll just stick with Egypt because that's the better way to
Uh-huh.
say it. Yeah.
You think you can be away from born to compete for about 2 weeks? Because you're gonna need about a solid 2 weeks.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear. So
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I've with Kaden about to graduate, um, you know. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
it's coming up. It's coming.
Yeah.
I'll
Mm-hmm.
put it that way. It's
You're gonna
coming
have
up.
to
Yeah.
pencil it in.
Yes. Yes. No. Pen.
Pen.
Type it.
He's like, I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going. I'm
going
going to Egypt.
in
Yeah.
all caps.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's gonna be
Absolutely.
fun.
Hmm.
If you do, I have a company for you that you can use.
Oh, look at you.
That should set
Okay.
you up. Yeah, I do. I got a
Yes.
hookup.
Yes. All right. Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
holding you to that. Now I'm gonna
I
come in
got you.
saying your name. I'm not trying to pay much of nothing. I'll be like, yo, put me on the
Well,
pyramid. She
it
said she
ain't say
know
nothing
people.
about paying, but I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
I got
yeah,
you. I got
I
you.
got you. All right,
Okay.
Jamie.
And my last question, are you an
Mhm.
early bird or a night owl?
Just depends. Just depends. So right now I'm an early bird because we have so much content that has to go out. So we
Mhm.
want to make sure we get it out in a timely manner, that we go ahead and meet our deadlines and everything like that. Uh, and then when it comes to like our football games and different things like that. You become a night owl because, like, on Friday nights, you know, I haven't had to do it this year because this is my son's senior year. So obviously, I have a great relationship with the station, and I appreciate them so much at 11 Alive.
Mhm.
But usually, you'll see me go in after the games are over with and all that kind of stuff to make sure we get that content delivered. So it just depends. It depends on the day. Either way, it doesn't bother me at all. My thing is just whatever it takes, get it done.
Okay, gotcha. Let me see. Do I have another one
You
on
got
here?
another one?
Would you ever
Yes.
coach?
Yo, I used to coach my son's team. So
Mm.
that you talking about taking up time. So I was doing Born to Compete, doing TV, doing radio, and coaching champs
Oh,
teams.
wow.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, I didn't have time for much else. I tried to have some
Mhm.
fun here and there, but I didn't have time for much else, no matter what I
Mhm.
could do. But will I coach again? Probably so. I do
Mm.
because I enjoy it.
Mhm.
I enjoy the kids. But just as with anything else, just got to make sure we have a solid staff that is
Mhm.
able to make sure they take care of a lot of things. Obviously, with Coach Downs, he's in and out because obviously Caleb Downs and Josh Downs are doing so well. He's
Mhm.
in and out right now, so we just want to make sure whoever we have as that number two guy down the road that he can make sure he handle everything, so I can kind of have some fun.
All
Okay.
right.
You got a Super Bowl prediction right now for me?
Oh,
Super
that's a
Bowl
good one.
prediction, man. You know what,
Dun,
man?
dun, dun, dun.
Or at least, or AFC or NFC? Who's coming out of?
Man, yeah, I rock with so many guys, man.
I know it's
Um,
hard for you too. You know too many
Yeah.
yeah,
players.
yeah,
Ooh, I
yeah.
know that's hard
I
for you.
do, but I, I w- I'll put it this way: I want to see, and he's not one of ours by no means, but I want to see Lamar Jackson go ahead and get him one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
think he's an amazing player. I think two
Mm-hmm.
years ago he wasn't himself in the playoffs. He was trying not to run and all that kind
Mhm.
of stuff. Last
Yeah.
year he really didn't get going to like that second half. He really got going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this year I want to see him put it all together because I think personally, um, can he become the face of the NFL? I don't know.
Mm.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But he can become he can become the most dominant player in the
Oh
NFL.
yeah. Yeah.
Because with him, I mean, we've never seen anything like him. The closest
No.
we've seen is Vic,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
he's more durable than Vic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He has, I know it's the home team, but he has a better organization than
Mm-hmm.
Vic has,
Mhm.
and he has a monster in the backfield with him, and a coach that believes in
Oh yeah.
his skill set and that's
Mm-hmm.
going to rock with
Mhm.
him. And so I want to see it happen. You got Jalen Hurts out there killing the game right now. Uh,
Yeah.
Josh Allen continues to
I
get
roll.
better. Yeah, yeah, you got Josh Allen continue to get better. So I think that you know, man, I really want to see Lamar do it. So I'll put
I
it that way.
do.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing that either. They got to get over the hump. And Kansas
they do.
City is not
I
what they
think he
used to
has a
be.
chance this year, though,
Of
without
course,
Kansas City
Kansas
being in the
City is
Yeah,
mix.
yeah, they
cooked.
got a chance,
Yeah.
man. One thing I can
Yeah.
say about Kansas City, man, Mahomes, man, he just,
You can't take them for
I
granted,
roll
though.
yeah,
again.
you just
Yes,
can't,
we can.
you just
He is
can't, man.
he is beatable.
He's very
Kelsey is
beatable.
falling apart.
He,
Like, come
he
on.
he's very
Oh,
he's very
Kelsey is
beatable.
crumbling.
Yes.
He's crumbling by the
Yeah,
seams.
he need to shake it off,
Right.
and
Yeah. Yeah, he
so
does.
you got that,
I got
okay,
it.
I
I
but
know.
got that.
but
Take
he,
it all the way off.
yeah, but Mahomes, man, Mahomes is a dude that when it comes time, he is gonna play big, and I just don't know anybody better right now in crunch time. Like Mahomes, just get it done. Like he got that Brady magic, man. Every
Yeah,
time
he
you thought Brady
does.
was beat, Brady getting that playoffs, and it's just like people are celebrating. They beat Brady, boy. You beat.
He
I'm
just
humble. They
gets
celebrate like they
lucky.
won a Super Bowl. You beat Brady. Uh,
No.
it may be luck, but some people just have that gene. It's like Michael Jordan back in the day. Or I'm gonna go with one that people don't talk about that much. Robert Ory. Robert Ory
Yeah,
just
Robert
had
Ory.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had that. He had that gene. It just when it was
Look,
on the
Robert Ory
line.
Slick got how many rings?
Right.
Slick
You
got
know
like
what I'm
what, 10
saying?
rings?
Yeah, when it was on the line, some people can just get it done. I don't.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it happen. Obviously, I've been around for a while, and so I've seen those players that can do it in those type of moments and
Mm-hmm.
that type of setting.
Hmm.
And it's very few that can do it. And it's even fewer that make it to the league that's able
Hmm.
to showcase their ability to do that. And Mahomes is just one of those ones, man.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. I
I
cannot.
agree. So I do have the last question for you.
Sure, what you got?
Do you have any future projects coming up, or where
Mm.
do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Man, the next 5 years, we want expansion. Um, I'll put it this way without giving out too much. The great thing with sports is all over the world,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and you know there are global opportunities that
Hmm.
are there if done the right way and done business with the right people.
Hmm.
And so there are opportunities to showcase so many kids as sports gets focused more on the younger athletes.
Hmm.
Um, you don't want them specializing or anything like that, but parents are doing that themselves. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but as long as there's kids out there to be celebrated and to inspire all around the world from here to wherever else the sun touches, um, we want to be there to be those people to inspire, to uplift, and to celebrate.
Okay
All right.
then. I think I got that
I
message.
did too.
Uh-huh.
Well,
All
this
right.
concludes the show.
Mm.
Thanks again for coming on, and thank you so much for being a leader in our community for our
Mhm.
youth. It's such needed, and we really appreciate you.
Yeah.
And nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well, and thank you so much for having me on. This has been awesome. The
Yeah.
sound guy, hey, whoever's doing the sound, great job.
Chat. Shout out
So
to
our
Chad.
followers would like to continue to see you grow, and where can they find you, like your social media
Yeah,
Handles
man,
and stuff.
handles
Yeah.
and all of
just
that?
just follow the company, man, at Born to Compete. You can see that on all the social media handles. And then, if you're up late and you have watched the football games or in high
Mhm.
school or whatever, you'll see us on NBC 11 Alive.
Mhm.
Um, and you kind of see us do our thing and have a great time and enjoy ourselves. And then also on Mondays, depending how they do, then you'll see us doing our interviews with kids as
Mhm.
well. So there's a whole bunch of ways to find us. Just find us and support us. And it's not necessarily about supporting us, but it's about supporting those kids, man. And so we can keep celebrating them and keep bringing positive light to them.
Okay, so speaking of support, real quick,
Hmm.
can we do we can't do a jersey swap, right? So can we
No.
do like a merch swap? Can we get some
We
Born to can. Compete stuff and you get some
Yeah.
coverage playbook
absolutely,
podcast stuff so we can wear it
absolutely,
on the
man.
show? Okay.
I am literally looking at something right now. I can
Size
give y'all
small.
a
Yeah,
shirt or something
small.
like that.
Size small.
Small,
Hat. I would say
not a
yeah,
problem.
Small.
small, hat, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Not a problem at all. We'll make sure we get that to y'all.
Yay.
Hey.
All right. Well, thank you,
Thank
Alex.
you, Alex.
All
And
right, man.
please like, comment, share, subscribe to our channel.
Mhm.
And until the next episode, we'll see you guys.
All right. Bye. Feel better.
Take care.
Thanks
Thank you so
again.
much.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.